So, hi friend, this is Shomik Bishash and you are attending my classes of circuit theory. So, today, first going to the deeper of the today's content, we should like to discuss something before that. Actually, our today's topic is the filter circuit. Basically, the active and passive filter we will discuss in detail. But before that, one concept is used on the different filter making process. This is called that image impedance. So, in this class, I will discuss that what is image impedance and how it is applicable. So, I have started with that concept of ABCD parameter. Now, if you are writing that ABCD parameter, you see this in a ABCD parameter, that thing you can easily write that what is this particular one, this is V and this is I. Here it is V1 equals to AV2 minus VI2 and I1 equals to CV2 minus DI2. So you can write a matrix like this here, V1 by I1 right here, and this ABCD, this is V2 and minus I2. Already these things I have told in detail in that classes that I have already taken in that two-port network. Their ABCD parameter I have discussed, and I discussed all these things right there. So what is the condition for reciprocity? In that reciprocity, you know that you have to short that output port once and then the input port once. So in that Z term, we can write that Z21 equals to Z12. Now by ABCD, how to do this? First of all, you can see this is that V by I here, V by I equals to AV2 minus BI2, that is CV2 minus DI2. So here V by I, that you can see that is V by I. So here that V by I equals to basically this one. So it is a V1 by I1 means it is Z1 or the input impedance. So it is basically, if you are writing that is V2 equals to, here it is shorted by that output ZL impedance. So just putting right here. So I'll be getting that it is AZL plus B plus divided by CZL plus D here. And if you're taking that limit ZL tends to 0, so it is a short circuit if so that final content will be B by D. Now if you're taking that is open circuit, so it should be A by C. So in this way, V2 by I2 we can easily calculate. So we having two things, one is a ZOC and another is ZSC. So when the output is considered, we will be getting something. When the input is considered, we will be getting something. So these four values are equally important on discussing in that future things. So finally we will be getting four content: Z1S, Z10. 1S means one terminal if you are looking from it, so other terminal is shorted. Here that V2 terminal is opened. So I want to mean basically this term here. What is the meaning of it? That Z1, if you are evaluating Z1 with that output shorted, this is called the Z1S. And in the same way, it is Z10 when output open. From the two terminal, it is Z2S and Z20. All these things are already given right here. So here the concept of image impedance. So what is the image impedance actually? So if you are looking from the input terminal, the input impedance is like this. If you are looking from the output terminal, the out terminal looking like this. But here, if the output impedance is seen by the input impedance, or the input impedance can be seen by the output impedance, so only this condition, that Z12 and ZI2 is called that image impedance. So there is a relation of this particular one, because that ZI2, this one, that ZI2 and that ZI1, it can be easily replaced by that value. So how to get that? Because here that ZI2 and ZI1, all these are the image impedance. So it can be written that ZI1 equals to Z10 into Z1S. So how to get that? Actually you can evaluate in the term of here that Zi2 is given, so just put that Zi2 right here, and that A and B can be easily replaced by 1 0 and 1s by that previous equation. As you can see, that is the previous equation I have already shown to you here, that Z2s and 1s, this term and this ABCD term can be easily replaced in that new sort of calculation right here, this one. And if you are placing this value of 1 0 and 1s, finally it look like this: AB by CD and Zi2 equals to BD by AC. So AB by CD and BD by AC, these things are the Zi1 and Zi2. Now if the image impedance is same, so obviously A by D equals to B by C, or you can say that AC minus BD equals to 1, or in that particular area you can also put one thing, that here that Z101S equals to Z202S, so 10 by 20 equals to 2S by 1S. This is called the impedance matching. So this particular thing is called the impedance matching, that I want to mean right here. Okay, so on the other hand, that if the input is shorted somehow, so that Zi1 equals to Zi2 equals to root over B by C right here, and here A equals to D applied, it is called the symmetrical case. So if the network is not only reciprocal, it also symmetric, then the Zi1 equals to Zi2 equals to Z0. This Z0 is called the characteristic impedance of any sort of such network analysis circuit. Now in the next part I will take it as a elaborate one. So here V1 and I1 is given, and a V2 minus BI2 is also given. Now in the term of input impedance, in the term of image impedance, if you consider the entire circuit, so by the previous equation I can write that I2 equals to this B by Zi2, okay, and in the other side V2 can be replaced by this type of equation. So putting this in this particular equation, as you can see right here, so it should be like this. So we can easily take a ratio of this, but finally I am going to find out what is the ratio of this V1 and V2. So here this V1 and V2, as you can see, this particular V1 and V2 we can easily evaluate it by this particular value, this one, and I2 by I1, it is given as I1 by I2, it can be easily having that type of value. So if you are writing that A cross B pattern, so it should be root over AD plus root over BC. So it is a cos theta and sin theta, but it is a hyperbolic function, so I just write it cos of h theta and sin of h theta of those. So finally the term has come as a summation of that two term. So where the theta is coming, you can see that is called the image transfer constant, that is e to the power theta. Here theta equals to half of ln of this particular one, this quantity here. So this is the quantity I have just expressed right here. So finally, if you are going much more deeper of this, so for that symmetrical network we can put that Z0 equals to root over BC, so that particular value V1, it is replaced by Z0 I1, and that V2 equals replaced by Z0 I2, because it is symmetrical. So from the both end, if you are watching the network, it behaving like a same way. So here that ln 1 by I1 by I2 equals to called as gamma. So this gamma is called the propagation constant. So here gamma equals to is a complex number obviously, and obviously it can be written as alpha plus j beta, where the alpha is a attenuation constant right here, and the beta is basically the another part for the signal transformation, which I will discuss in my next lecture. So if you are going much more deeper of this, so again here what is gamma? As you can see that gamma equals to cos H inverse of AD, and it is basically cos inverse of A, because A equals to D right there, so it is A square, so it is A. Otherwise it can be written as sin inverse BC. Okay, so these two term is equally important, that gamma can be written as cos inverse A for symmetrical network, other it is sin inverse BC. So in that next part we are just expressing that entire content with that help of gamma function, gamma value. So it is A equals to D equals to cos of H gamma. From this particular equation you can write it, because you can again put it D equals to A, so D equals to cos H gamma, so equals to D equals to cos H gamma, and here that B equals to Z0 sin H gamma. So how I am getting this, that B can be written as root over B by C into root over BC. So root over BC is just like sin of H gamma, because already I have expressed this here, and just putting this value in this particular one, we will be getting that Z0 sin H gamma. In the same way, C equals to 1 by Z0 sin H gamma. So if gamma is known and Z0 is known, so easily ABCD parameter can be evaluated, and thus for the gamma and Z0 known, these two are the very important value. Again I am saying this gamma and this Z0, this is called the characteristic impedance. You have to know this, and that Z0 is somehow is termed with that image impedance. I will show in my next lecture. So here that C can be written as 1 by Z0 sin of H gamma. So gamma and Z0 if known to you, so you can easily have that ABCD 4 parameters right here, and if ABCD parameter is known to you, so you can easily make it as a Z matrix. So if Z matrix known to you, you can easily consider either one symmetrical T matrix or one L matrix or one pi matrix. The pi matrix is a conversion from Z to Y parameter. I will show you in my next lecture. So for the today I will just show you from the beginning, if I consider that how I have processed. I have started from this one, and here the concept of image impedance, I have just calculated what is V1 and I1, taking that ratio with that V2 is minus I2ZL, because input is shorted. So obviously that concept is AZL plus B, and finally I have got two parameters ZSC and ZOC from the one input terminal, and from the two input terminal I will be again calculating V2 by I2. So finally it is ZOC and ZAC we have calculated. So 4 parameters I have sorted, that shorted and open for 1 and shorted and open for 2. So these 4 values are given. Now in the other section, that concept of image impedance is what? When we are having two sort of parameters, one is that we can say that is V1, sorry, that is Z1 and that is Z2. Right here we are calculating both two, that is Z2 and that is Z1. When they are replaceable, it means that if you are watching from node 1 or the port 1, you will see port 2, or if you are watching from port 2, you can see port 1. They remain unchanged. So it can be written in this type of equation, that Zi1 equals to this, Zi2 equals to this, and this Zi1 and Zi2 is called the image impedance. Now if the network is also symmetrical, okay, so if it is symmetrical, so obviously there should be one new impedance comes as Z0. So here one important thing I would like to say, that what is the condition of symmetry and what is the concept of reciprocity. Here if these two impedance, that Zi1 and Zi2 is same, so you can easily get that AC plus BD equals to 1. So that is the basic concept for that. Here actually I want to mean in this particular case, that if you are taking this in account, so it will give you some relation to say that both image impedance is same. So obviously this particular network is reciprocal also for symmetrical case, it is coming as Z0 like here. So on the next part I just calculate that theta or that complex number part. So here I have just expressed V1 by V2 from this equation. From this equation I have just noted what is V1 by V2, and the second equation I have noted what is I2 by I1, and finally we have got A cross B, so V1 by I1 and V2 by I2. So finally it is expressed as 2 cosine and sine function here. So finally that cos plus sine is e to the power theta function, so it can be easily replaced in that logarithmic function. So finally it comes like this. So here the expression of theta, again you can see that theta can be expressed in the term of tan also, because cos h and sin h is given. So you can easily write that what is the value of the tan theta there. This one actually I want to mean here, the tan theta equals to root over BC by AD. So this particular form if you are using, so obviously that V1 by V2 you can easily replace it by that Z0, and finally you will be getting that gamma, and obviously that gamma is called the propagation constant. So here two term will be coming as the gamma equals to alpha plus j beta. So one is the attenuation and another name is beta is there, which I discussed in the next class. So finally that gamma can be replaced again by that root over of AD, for it is a symmetrical. So if you want to make a filter, so it must be on symmetrical network, otherwise you cannot make it. So for the symmetrical network you just put it right this A equals to D, you will be getting that A equals to D equals to cos gamma, and B and C evaluated. So finally by the evaluation of Z0 and gamma, if it is known to you, you can easily calculate the ABCD parameters of any two-port network given. So that final ABCD network, it can easily convert it to that Z parameter, and Z parameter to I parameter, like different two-port parameter if you are using. So obviously you will be getting what is the input impedance, what is the output impedance, and what is the T matrix, what is the pi matrix. So T and pi filter are frequently used in our filter process, and passive filter and active filter propagation. Basically in the passive filter we are using such type of things. So be with me and see you early next. Goodbye, and see my next classes of that filter circuit preparation and active and passive filter analysis. Thank you very much. That's all for this today's class.